Assalamualaikum and good morning, teachers and my dear friends. Today, I am very happy to share a book review about a wonderful story called The Wind in the Willows by Ladybird Classic. This is a famous classic story written by Kenneth Graham and adapted into an easy version for children like us. This story takes place in the beautiful countryside near a peaceful river. It is full of nature, animals, and exciting adventures. The book is not only fun to read, but it also teaches us important lessons about friendship, responsibility, and kindness. The main character in the story are Mole, Rat, Badger, and Toad. They talk, think, and have feelings just like us. Let me tell you a little about the story. Mole is gentle and curious animal who loves exploring. One day, he meets Rat who live by the river and love boating. Rat is calm, friendly, and love nature. They become good friends and spend a lot of time together by the river. Later, they met Badger who is wise and strong. Badger lives in a big underground house and is like a leader of the group. He gives good advice and help his friends when they are in trouble. Another important character is Toad. Toad is funny, rich, and very proud. He loves exciting things, especially fast cars. But Toad is careless and always get into trouble because he does not listen to his friends. At one point, he even goes to jail because of his bad behavior. Mole, Rat, and Badger never give up on Toad. They help him to be more responsible and teach him to be a better person. In the end, Toad become a better and wiser friend. Now, I would like to introduce the character in more details. First, Mole. Mole is shy, kind, and loves exploring. He is friendly and always ready to help his friends. Next, Rat or Ratty. Rat loves the river and boats. He is calm, caring, and loves spending time with his friends. Then, Badger. Badger is brave, wise, and strong. He is like a teacher to the others. He helps his friends solve problems and gives good advice. Finally, Toad. Toad is funny, rich, but he also stubborn and careless. He likes showing off and does not think before he acts. But later, he changed and become a better person. This book teaches many important lessons. The first lesson is friendship. Mole, Rat, and Badger always help Toad, even when he makes mistakes. They show us that true friends never give up on each other. The second lesson is responsibility. Toad learns that his actions have consequences. When he drives too fast and breaks the law, he gets into trouble. This teaches us to think before we act. The third lesson is for nature. The story describes the river and countryside beautifully. It makes us appreciate nature and environment. The fourth lesson is grow and change. Toad changes from a careless character into a better and wiser friend. This teaches us that everyone can learn and improve. In my opinion, The Wind in the Willows is a very interesting and enjoyable book. The Ladybird Classic version is easy to read and the picture are colorful and beautifully. The illustration help us to understand the story better. My favorite character are Mole and Rat because they are kind, calm, and loyal friends. Toad is also my favorite character because he is funny, even though he makes many mistakes. I also like this book because it makes me feel peaceful and happy when I read about the river and countryside in the countryside. It is not only exciting but also relaxing. To conclude, The Wind in the Willows is a classic story that teaches us about friendship, responsibility, and kindness. It is suitable for children and adults. I strongly recommend this book to everyone who loves animal stories and adventures. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.